Hello, and welcome to A Village in Lockdown, a new weekly podcast series exploring the impact of the coronavirus on the historic and beautiful garden village of Port Sunlight. My name is Catherine Lynch, and I'm the Director of Heritage for Port Sunlight Village Trust. Each week, invited guests will share their insights into how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting life in the village, from tourism to the community, landscape management to the built environment. They will also share survival tips for lockdown and useful ideas regarding how we can spend our time at home. I do hope you enjoyed the series. As always, we would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Lizzie Heywood. I'm the Asset Management Officer for Conservation for Port Sunlight Village Trust. I suppose thinking about my background with building conservation, something I think is really special about the village is the beautiful architecture. I'm sure I'm not alone in that by any means. I think it's the variety of architectural styles that we have present in the village. It's pretty unique. There's not many places that can boast having almost every example of British architectural history in revival style. So yeah, that's very special. Well, I think very similar to a lot of places with the restrictions with lockdown and social distancing, it does make a lot of work on site very challenging. And there are some aspects of our project work which just isn't doable at the moment. So I sit within the operations directorate, and a lot of what we'd be doing in the kind of spring, summertime would be getting ready for some of our big maintenance programs. So we'd be looking at cyclical maintenance, which would look at the external joinery and painting. It's not possible at the moment. Contractors are only coming on site for absolute emergencies. The same is true for refurbishing void properties. Again, that's just not an emergency, so has been stalled. Some of the work I do is around resident engagement. I offer an advisory service to our residents on best practice looking after their properties because the majority are listed buildings and we're within a conservation area. Again, a lot of that it isn't possible at the moment because that would usually involve face-to-face interactions or site visits, or we do offer a number of events as well, which again at the moment just aren't possible. There's a lot that we still can do behind the scenes. So a lot of the admin side of things can get done. So in regards to our cyclical maintenance, for example, we can still, and we are still, writing the specifications for those works. The same is true for refurbishments of properties. We're still writing the specs, we're getting the tender bundles ready, we're writing up the letters, so they're ready and raring to go once lockdown has been lifted. In terms of resident engagement, I'm still very much able to engage with residents, maybe just in a slightly different way. The great thing about modern technology is that we still can have sort of face-to-face interactions like this. So we have been using Zoom, which I believe a lot of people have been, and Microsoft Teams for some of those face-to-face meetings too. But now it's a perfect opportunity to have a think about some of those projects you were thinking of getting done perhaps in the summertime. Doesn't matter how big or small that project is for your house, whether it's painting the front door, the paintwork's looking a bit flaky, or even something as big as thinking about extending your property. Whatever that is, now is a great opportunity to use some of our electronic resources. So the residents' website, which is www.portsunlightresidents.com, is a fantastic resource for finding out as much information as possible before starting a project on your listed home. So we have an interactive house on there, which gives you a breakdown of all the different architectural features of a house, including outhouses and boundary walls too. It gives you a bit of info on the kind of work that would need written consent before you can go ahead, but it also gives you some hints and tips on survey work, what kind of things to look out for, what could be an issue. But as I say, there's also myself. So if you do have any queries, please do get in touch. It's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. It's also, particularly now, looking out the window at the beautiful sunny weather we're getting at the moment, it's a great opportunity to maybe look at doing some small-scale survey work on your own home. Regular maintenance of any property, particularly a listed property, is really important. So I'd advise getting out, having a little look on the outside of your house, particularly looking at the roofscape. So are there any tiles that look like they're slipping? Is there any plants or vegetation growing out of the chimney, out of the gutter, for example? Have a look at your pointing work as well. Does it look like it's recessed? Has it recessed a lot? What you're looking at is, has the mortar recessed by about 3 inches or so? If it has, it's probably due for renewal. So this can really help you start planning out some of those projects you might want to get done once lockdown has been lifted. And as I say, I'm here to help, happy to advise. So please do feel free to get in touch if you would like some advice. For me, I would say something really useful in lockdown is one, keeping a routine. If you are working from home, try and stick to your regular working hours and give yourself breaks every so often. But also, I'd say, take up something new. Try a new hobby, something you've always wanted to do, but maybe not had the chance to do before. For me, I've always been really interested in artwork, in drawing. I'm no good. I'm absolutely no good. But I've been watching a few YouTube tutorials on drawing, and some of it's cartoon work, which I've had a go at, and some of it's been life drawing as well. So it's been the opportunity to try something that I've never done before, and it's something that just keeps your brain active. So yeah, there's loads of free YouTube videos online, so give it a go, try something new. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful. Keep safe, everyone, and see you soon.